I really love my 1992 Nissan Skyline, but the wheels that came with it that we're currently using as drift spares are pretty plain and boring. So today we're going to try to make them a little more interesting. We're going to attempt to make spin art on car wheels. I've done a few cars and splatter art themes, and spin art is kind of a variation on that concept, except you're going to use centrifugal force to actually make the splatter. Most people do this on a flat canvas or a big poster board, but we're going to use wheels. I'm not sure if anybody's ever done this before, but I like being different. So to do this, we're going to be using Plastidip. Plastidip is a removable rubberized paint that I've used on all my splatter art projects. I've used Plastidip on my personal car for years, and I've also done a lot of customer cars. And I've had some really good results and experiences with it. To get the wheels to spin, we're going to be making our own contraption out of a few parts that we had laying around the shop. We're going to be using the old hub from the Skyline and also a spare diff that I had laying around. It might have a bad bearing, but that doesn't matter. I debated on just jacking the car up and letting the car's motor actually spin the wheels. It would have been a simpler process, but gravity's going to make the paint go towards the bottom of the wheel before I get into the car and start spinning the wheels. Plus the splatter would probably go all over the side of the car. I might try it on a future video idea, but for this one, I just wanted the surface to be nice and horizontal and flat. All of this might be a tad unsafe, but I like to live dangerously. If you decide to replicate this, please be safe and don't get hurt and sue me because I don't have any money. So let's get started and we'll see how it goes.
I see this as an absolute win.
Oh, you dick. So that mount on the diff housing is hitting the wheel. I have some spacers at my house that I think are gonna work for this though, so I don't need to extend this up anymore. Just a little bit of an oversight. I could have pulled the hub out a little bit more, but whatever. We'll use the spacers and get that up a little bit, and it should be fine. This is really dangerous. Don't do this. So we got the big spacers on. I'm going to record the first test in case the wheel and the tire fall off and give me a permanent burnout on my forehead. At least I can show everybody how it happened. Maybe that'll go viral. Maybe I'll get some views finally on this channel. Guy kills himself with a tire machine. But we're going to spin it with the drill. I don't think the impact's going to have enough speed, so we're going to use the drill and kind of throttle it through that way. So let's see what happens. Those inner barrels are so damn dirty, I'm not even gonna worry about those. But the front's cleaned up really well. One of the keys of getting Plastidip to come off of tires is to take some tire shine and put it all over the tires where the Plastidip is gonna hit. If it's an older tire and it's uncoated, Plastidip is really hard to get off of rubber. It's almost impossible to get off of some tires. Trust me, I know, because I've done it without tire shine. As long as you put a pretty good coat of the tire shine down, it should come off pretty easy. You just wanna make sure that you don't get this on the wheels also, because then your Plastidip's not gonna stick to the wheels either. Dip Your Car does make a product called Dip Release. I guess it's kind of like tire shine. I've actually never used it, but their stuff is supposed to work pretty good too. I've never used this new formula of Black Magic Tire Wet. I've used a couple different gels and it all seems to work pretty good, so we're just gonna try this and see how it works out. If not, these are drift spares, so these tires will be replaced at some point soon anyway, I'm sure. So because you don't want to get it on the wheels, you just want to spray it onto a towel and then wipe it on the tire. And yeah, it should work out pretty awesome, I think, maybe, hopefully. So I've been thinking about this all day, and I think I'm gonna do 2 different colored base coats, just because it was really torn between black and white. I kind of thought about doing copper too, or like a blue or a red. Copper looks really good on wheels, but I think I'm gonna do white and black. And we're gonna do these so that 2 of the wheels that are the same color are gonna be on one side of the car, and then do like black on the other side. The JDM driver's side has a black fender, so I think I'm gonna make that side white, and then the passenger side black. I think it'll give it a little more contrast. You can see that the rears that Amanda used are already kind of torn up, which kind of sucks, but I think we're going to use these rotating the opposite direction. I know a lot of drifters do that, and a lot of drag racers. And we'll probably put all 4 on the car at some point, but really all of these are going to be rears, but I think they're going to look pretty awesome. So for the base coats, if you were doing this, you can use cans. Rattle cans on wheels like these would go pretty far. With this mesh design, you're not going to need like 4 cans or anything. And I even thought about just buying a couple cans of black and white, but we have some stuff laying around. So for all the base coats, we're going to use our handy Titan Cap Spray 105. It's a really awesome sprayer. It's really beat up and dirty. I've done a lot of Plastidip jobs with this. But if you want really smooth Plastidip, I really recommend this thing. Dip Your Car's pro level sprayer. That thing's pretty cool from what I've seen, but this thing is really awesome. Filters do cost a lot when you eventually got to replace those, but with how old this thing is, I've definitely gotten my money out of it. You can see that the gun is really beat up. All the seals and stuff I've had to replace, and they got expensive. But anyway, we got a lot of different colored cans, so we're gonna find our white and find our black and go ahead and start spraying these. Base coats are down and they turned out pretty good. Really like how these wheels look in white. We're gonna go home, eat dinner, and come back with some big cameras and make this thing happen. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. I think it'll turn out pretty cool though. This is by far the most elaborate setup that I've ever done. So I hope this turns out pretty cool. 2 GVM lights. I got a Sony on this mount right here. And I got another big camera over here. As for colors, we're gonna keep it pretty simple. We got that awesome electric lime green with some blue and some red and then some black. Just for good measure on the white, because black and white is a really good combo. I was really hoping I had some more yellow left, but it's like really empty. And the pink is kind of meh. And the rest of them are like coppers and color shifts. So yeah, let's get to this and see how it works out. Hopefully I don't die. If I die, just remember, I love some of you. We could have also poured the colors out on the wheels while they were spinning, but I really didn't want to lose a hand on this. I think it would have also given it more of a spiral effect, which might have looked pretty cool. My girlfriend kind of wants to do the drift spares on her BMW M3, so we might be trying this again real soon. I also think the effect would have been cooler if we had some wheels with a bigger surface area, like some turbo fans or some smoothies, or even like a fat 5-spoke. Maybe someday we'll get some turbo fans and try it again. But if you're in the Baltimore area and you'd like this look on your wheels, please hit me up. I still do Plastidip on the side occasionally. Usually I don't do wheels, but stuff that's fun like this, I'm all about it. As long as those wheels are 5x114.3. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like car videos that also involve a little bit of art, check out some of my other splatter art videos. Those cars turned out really awesome. I think the latest one is probably my favorite. Ricky's Z06 turned out so cool. That one took a long time to do, and it's just a badass car. But thanks for watching, and please like and please subscribe, and please have a fantastic day. It's the day after, and I still got a bunch of stains on my arms. I did take a shower, but I guess it wasn't enough scrubbing. Are splatter art tattoos a thing? They should be.